Hey, didn't see you there. That's right, the Chief is back. I am the Chief. Well, straight off the bat, you might be saying, you're back? I don't know who you are. Who is this clown? I'll tell you who this clown is. I'm the Chief. This is my new channel, ArmaGEEKdon. I'm going to be taking you through all the things in my loft, mainly action figure, toys, games, board games, trading cards, comics, that kind of stuff. But like I say, I am back because I've done a couple of other shows, podcasts. One is Talking Joe, a G.I. Joe podcast, talking about all things G.I. Joe, and the other is The Outer Timers, which I do with my good buddy Ben Flying Retro. That is a retro, the world's best retro culture podcast that unfortunately no one listened to. Links down below, go and check those out. But hey, not before you haven't checked out this one, so get on that right now. We'll come back to that later. That's right, that's for another time. Right now we're here to talk about some toys on this first episode. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about 1/12 scale, 6-inch figures. Now, if you're not into toys as an adult collector, because there is a booming market for the adult toy collector, especially in this particular size and scale. You know, you get like everything's out there. You need your standard, your comic book heroes, your Star Wars, your Turtles, your all that kind of stuff. And we'll be covering quite a lot of different brands of figures through the episodes. Me personally, obviously collected and got toys as a kid, but got back into this adult craze last year. Lockdown broke me. There was a story coming in a separate bonus episode, but I started getting these 1/12 scale figures with reckless abandon, and you know, I got a lot of the brands I mentioned earlier. But today I'm going to be talking about a line which I didn't get on board because it's hard to get in the UK, a bit pricey, but I pulled the trigger. Big Bad Toy Store sent me a delivery, arrived yesterday. Now I also do want to say that I am no expert in this arena. I'm just Joe Public, just Chief Public, coming to you with the facts as I see them. If you want where I go to for news and reviews, the best toy sites for this kind of scale of stuff, I go to Dan Larson, Toy Galaxy, D Amazing, the Fwoosh, Robo Killer, and Anthony's Customs. Links down below. Go and see those guys because that's where I go to for my info from the experts, if you will. But yeah, here is what we have got today. Mythic Legions. This is a sword and sorcery kind of fantasy. Think Lord of the Rings, orcs, elves, wizards, and all that kind of jazz. Made by the Four Horsemen. Kickstarted this 5 years ago, something like that. But yeah, these are quite hard to get hold of. Let's go. We got a guy called Gonxx, some goblin dude. The true scope of the goblin army can only be imagined by those with the greatest imagination. I'm not going to read the rest because that's going to bore you. But let's get this guy on the table. Bam! There he is, Gonxx. There's a bit of spiel and stuff. Look at this lovely art on the back. Really nice. Some spiel about the characters and stuff. Let's just get him open. Bit of a background thing. Okay. Alright, comes with, look at this. There's a bag here. Let's get this open. What's in here? Okay. Looks like we got some sort of big sword, some shoulder pads. Look at this bad boy. Wicked. These, what the heck are these? Don't know. A massive mallet. Very cool. Do this. So these Mythic Legions figures are kind of well known to be aesthetically a lot better than kind of some domestic stuff, but lacking in articulation. I mean, wow. Look at the paint apps on this. I mean, this guy is very good. Stiff joints. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got some with me. I've been hearing a lot that these figures are particularly stiff joints. So I've got some hot water here. Let's just dunk that guy in there. While he's in there, let's take a look at some of the kit. Now, I've been hearing some things that you can, like these are all modular. So look at this, I can make this mallet. I haven't stuck it in there very well, but look at the paint on these. The sculpt, fantastic. You can, you know, play around with these things. We've got us a lovely ball and chain. What's the official name for that? I don't know. Like I say, here's his sword. Now this dude is, where's his card? He's a goblin. I'm not sure what legion he is. There's these different factions in Mythic Legions. Again, apologies because I'm not an expert yet. A couple of shots. Look at the dirt and rust on these. Let's get him out of there before something bad happens to him. Hopefully now his joints are a little bit, yeah, nice. So these Mythic Legions figures, they come with these peg holes on the back. Not great if you're a photographer and you're taking pictures from the back, you know, not ideal. But this is another thing, when you're buying these action figures, what are you doing with them? Are you putting them on the shelf to display? Are you doing adult photography, toy photography with them? Because that is a big thing for those that don't know. That's a big, look at this. You mean? Should we give him another one? I mean, you could just go one, couldn't you? Let's give them both to him. Hey, articulation's actually not too bad. Single jointed, you know, he's doing all this kind of stuff. I don't know how far he can go. Not that far with the elbow. It'd be nice to have a wrist that goes up and down, like a trigger finger wrist rather than this side to side one. But, oh wait a minute, what's this? I think this goes on the back of his, yeah, look. I mean, this dude is styling and profiling. I think we can all agree. Can he hold this? Can he hold this in two hands? That's the question on everyone's lips. Well, not the people who've already got this figure, I guess, because they know. Ah, get in there, you scummer. Okay. Let's clear some of this out of the way. Oh yeah, he comes with one of these. It's a loop. Put it over his shoulder or his waist. Put the sword into it. Very nice. So look, this dude here, Gonxx. Now then, how does he stand? On 2 feet, obviously, but okay, there he is. I mean, that is a nice figure. A nice figure to start this, to start my Mythic Legions collection. Really nice paint app sculpt. Get this guy in some wicked poses. Let's just see, out of interest, how he scales against some other figures. Here's a, sorry about the lighting guys, a bit amateurish in my setup at the start here. Here's a Dr. Doom from the Marvel Legends line, and then here is a Jawa from Star Wars Black Series. Actually, here's a quick question. See you later, Doom. Gonxx versus, let's say 3 Jawas. I think I've only got 2, but let's say Gonxx versus 3 Jawas. Who wins in a fight? Let's say 2 Jawas because I've only got 2. In the comments section below, let me know who would win in a fight. 2 Jawas with their guns versus 1 Gonxx with his shenanigans. Who's going to win in a fight? Let me know. Yeah, this guy, really impressed with this. I've got another goblin that I might do next week, and then I've got some human characters as well, and I've just had a delivery today. It's got some weight to them, some heft. Big fan of this, but there is one other question we need to ask, and it's all to do with the splits challenge. Woo! Okay, here's our guy. Let's see how far he can go. Let's see how far he can go. Ooh. Okay. Oh. So that loincloth is stopping him going completely flat. Let's get it on there. What have we got? That is about 1.1 1.2 centimeters, 12 millimeters for Gonxx, 12 millimeters from doing the full splits. Okay, yes, he was aided by, or hindered by that loincloth, but I'm not giving it to him. 12 millimeters. Let's see what the Chief can do. Okay, Chief, I've got my ruler. Let's, ooh, go straight in. Should have stretched first. Okay, Ah, that's painful. That is painful. That is painful. Ooh, ooh. Okay. That's about as far as I'm getting. Today, let's measure up. We're looking at 32 centimetres. Okay, so Chief coming in with 32, Gonxx 1.2 centimetres, 112 scale, let's times it by 12. 14.4 centimetres for Gonxx, 14.4 centimetres. He beat the Chief on this round. Who's Chief going up against next time? And can the figure outsplit the Chief? Okay, I mean, look, let's wrap up. This guy, fantastic. Yes, he does have single jointed elbows. You're not getting a massive amount of range out of that. Single jointed knees, but there's really good hinges on the ankles. You're going to be able to get him into some dynamic poses. I want you to tell me who's going to win in that fight between this guy and a couple of Jawas, and then I'll see if I can put something together to simulate that battle. But yeah, overall, this guy, really pleased with this goblin. I've got another goblin which I might showcase further on down the line, but this is going to be a line that I think I'm going to continue to get. So well done, Four Horsemen. Thanks for tuning in to ArmaGEEKdon. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. Let's hope the channel help it to grow. You know, I'll see you down the road. Laters.